What's up, y'all? I wanted to show the entire folding knife collection, and I'm going to try to do it kind of quickly. We're going to go from the smallest to the largest. So, first of all, this was added to the collection by my wife, who enjoys the hobby of knife collecting with me. So, it's just a simple little, roughly 3-inch, actually probably 2.5-inch blade. So, it's a really small little pocket knife. It's an Eld Ridge. If I can get that to focus, let's see. It's probably difficult to focus on that much color. Anyway, it's 440 stainless, custom design, hand forged in China, ER 134. Anyway, just a colorful little pocket knife. It's clearly lasted a long time, but I can't really attest to much else about it. It was just my wife's pocket knife, which she added to the collection. Next. Kahn. This is a cold steel Kahn. It's got AUS 8A, made in Taiwan. I really like this one. It's a good candidate for EDC because it's pretty small. I think the blade's about 3 inches on this one. No, actually it's 3 if you go all the way from the handle, but it's in the upper 2s, I think, really. It's a really good one. It's really sharp. Obviously, everything from cold steel comes pretty much razor sharp. It passed the paper test, and it's really a nice little piece. It's just got this, this type of lock, thumb release, or I don't know what you call these things anyway. Now, this was actually a freebie. When I ordered this cold steel Espada XL, they threw in a Kahn for free, so I thought that was pretty cool. But that's only if you order directly from their website. They may throw in a freebie for you. If you order through Amazon or whatever, they don't do that. Okay, next we got an old timer. This was actually just part of a package deal from Walmart, and it was a $20 package. It was a large Bowie knife that says Schrade on it. And this one, and this is just a roughly about 3, a little over 3-inch blade. I do have one criticism on this, and it's I bet I can make it happen here. Is when you flip it, that little cross piece goes so far over that it locks, and you can't get it to undo unless you get something screwdriver and pry it open. So. This is really just a cheap piece that was added from Walmart because really what I wanted was the Bowie knife that this one came with. But anyway, just an extra piece. That's probably like a $5 knife, as is this one. This is probably a $20-something knife, Kahn. This Kershaw, this was my EDC for a long time because it is spring assisted. I really like the deployment. It's fun and satisfying. This was razor sharp when I got it. You can also deploy by thumb if you want. It'll keep going. It's not quite as easy as the back deployment, but got the cross piece kind of guard, The only thing I would say negative about this Kershaw is that over time it lost that little screw. And so the knife loosens up a little bit. Sometimes this gets a touch rattly just because I don't have a screw to put back in there. But I tighten that one up and it doesn't rattle. And it slowly works its way loose again. And it works its way loose quicker if you deploy it a lot. But anyway, it is a nice knife. I carried it quite a bit for a long time. Next, $60 6-inch Luzon from Cold Steel. Now this guy is a pretty cool design. It's got the plastic clip built in, but it looks like you can probably remove it. It's got a safety switch there. It has a back flipping deployment, which is cool, but it also can be deployed from this end using your pocket or something. Let's see here, if I can do it without cutting myself open. As you can see, you could hang that on your pocket edge and it would deploy. So once the cross piece is over, you put your safety forward and it really locks it into position. And then you've got a 6-inch blade from a folding knife. Now the total length is 13 inches. Actually, it's like 13 and a half. So yeah, about 13 and a half total, which is a pretty respectable length, really. And when it's folded, 7.5 inches. So still possible for EDC if it's legal in your area, but it is a bit on the large side, so you'd have to be careful about that kind of thing. It is well made. I mean, Cold Steel makes everything very well. I've yet to have a problem with a Cold Steel product. Every knife and sword that I've received from Cold Steel has been excellent and has exceeded my expectations, which is the case with this Cold Steel Espada XL. This is my favorite. It's also the most expensive. I spent about $174 on it because I used a coupon on their website. They sent 2 free knives along with it, smaller knives, one of which was the Kahn. Total length, about 17 inches long while it's deployed, and about 9.5 inches long while it's folded. Now this one can be deployed with the same thing as the previous one by snagging it on the pocket, but it also has the triad lock. Now this is a really, really good lock. This is a serious locking mechanism which can have, 1,000 pounds on it and not break. I saw a demonstration where they hung 600 pounds from it in this direction. Like they clamp it in, hang 600 pounds from the tip or whatever, and the lock never breaks. So it is a really strong lock and a very nice, really absurdly large pocket knife. Once again, you'd have to be careful if you intended to carry this because it really is a massive, massive weapon. I mean, so yeah, you got a really long reach here with the back grip on this. Then you got a pistol grip and this kind of grip. You got options, you can put both hands on it and line it up like a baseball bat. It is a ridiculously large and well-made knife and my personal favorite. Finally, we got the absurdly long, for a pocket knife, timber rattler. This is a cheap knife, only $20. Fit and finish is rough. Lots of little things had to be kind of worked out about it when I first got it. I actually had to sharpen the blade myself because the blade was pretty freaking dull. Don't know what I was about to say, but I'm gonna go with freaking. Anyway, yeah, this is a huge knife, and it is absurdly large. It's really a collector's item, in my opinion. You wouldn't want to go whacking on a stump with it. It'll probably break. But that's just, I don't know that for certain. Maybe in a future video we'll whack it on a stump and see what happens. But it's about 18 inches long while it's deployed. You fold it up, it's about 9.5 inches long. It's about the same length as the folded Espada XL. The blade itself is 8.5 roughly inches, a little over 8, maybe 8.25. So yeah, absurdly large for a folding knife, but a fun piece to have. If you're looking for excellent fit and finish, I would recommend the Cold Steel knives. These also hold their edges for a really long time. I don't know what the difference about this one is, but I did accidentally drop it on its tip one day. Tip rolled just a little. I was able to sharpen it back out with a whetstone. I accidentally did the same thing with the Espada XL. The tip had no damage whatsoever. It fell straight on a concrete floor and has no damage whatsoever. I don't know how else to tell you that this is the best knife in this collection. So anyway, that's the collection of folding knives. Hope you enjoyed seeing the collection, and have a good one.